I like to cha-cha, hey, in a Latin bar, yeah, with a Dominican.
Hey guys, welcome to my Words of Wisdom series. I decided that because I like to talk so much and I kind of wanted to gear more towards an advice column or something to that effect, that I will go ahead and start off a series. I already actually kind of started off the Words of Wisdom series, but this is just going to be me continuing that on. And as you see above, the topic today is going to be about trusting your struggle. And basically, I just wanted to kind of elaborate on that and give you guys kind of like some words of encouragement, as well as like something to that extent. But I just want to say before I start off that if you have any requests or anything that you want advice on, or any topics specifically, and I mean that could be like going through a breakup or just anything like that. If you want advice on a specific topic, my Words of Wisdom series is going to focus on that. So you can actually just comment below if you want me to talk about anything, or you can personally message me your questions or situations, and then I will go ahead and respond to them. And I'm going to try to do like at least 1 to 2 videos per week, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so trusting your struggle. Jayla actually has this tattooed on her, and it says trust your struggle, and it's actually like on her forearm, and I intend on getting that tattoo very, very soon. But I just thought that meant a lot to me because me personally, I've definitely went through a lot of different struggles as an individual, and just like with insecurities and trust issues and going to college and just things in general, I've definitely had to struggle with. And I just wanted to say that sometimes when you're going through something that's really, really tough, it's really hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And especially like if you're someone like me, like I used to be really, really depressed, and that's probably something I'll talk about in another video, like how to overcome that and kind of work on that. But it's very, very hard to see outside of your situation. When things get really, really tough, you can't see a way out sometimes. And I recently started trusting in my struggle. I've realized that like things aren't coming easy, and I'm definitely going to have to work for a lot. But at the same time, having trust in knowing that if I'm going to struggle and I have to struggle, this is going to get me somewhere. I realize that that's kind of what you have to do. It's almost like keeping faith in the situation. I'm not super religious at all, but I definitely am a very spiritual person. And from me being so spiritual, I've realized that everything does happen for a reason. You have to believe in purpose, and you have to believe that things aren't just happening because they're happening. Things are happening because they're meant to happen. And I feel like looking back on my life, I've seen that a lot of things that I've went through that were very, very hard literally got me where I am today. Like if I had not went through certain things in my life, there's no way I would have been here making YouTube videos for you guys. So with that being said, I want you to kind of apply that to your life and your situation. If you realize that you've been through hell and back, or you realize that certain things just didn't work out, or you realize that you was putting in 40 hours a week at some point, just realize that helped you get to where you are now. And you could not have been where you are now if you had not been through those things. So that's just kind of what I mean by trusting in your struggle. And just knowing that even though things are tough right now, it is definitely going to work out. But I also want to say is that you can't solely trust your struggle. You can't solely just rely on your struggle to get you where you want to be. Like some people feel as though like, oh, I'm just going to pray on it. But faith without work is dead. Meaning you cannot have faith that the situation is going to work out without actually trying to work on the situation. And that's where people, I feel like sometimes, like, I don't know, they get thrown off, or they don't really, I don't know. I just feel like sometimes that can kind of cause people to get distracted and not really realize that they have to still continue to put in work. Trusting your struggle is knowing that, yes, I'm struggling and I'm going to continue to struggle until I get where I need to be and where I want to be. So I hope this is making sense to you guys. I hope that I'm breaking it down in a way that will definitely encourage you guys and inspire you to continue to do whatever it is that you're doing to get where you want to be. But yeah, continue to trust in your struggle, and I promise things will fall into place. And I'm just going to give you an example of how I trusted my struggle and how it fell into place for me. When I first dropped out and I moved back home, I didn't have no income at all. Like, I was like pretty much broke, as like, yeah, just I was broke. And I was really stressed out because of that. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to get a job. I don't have any money. I can't go out with my friends. I can't do what I want to do, blah, 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 blah. And then eventually I realized, like, hold on, Jayla. Calm down, relax, keep applying to jobs, and trust that one of these positions is going to work out for you. Trust that somebody is going to call you back. It may not be as fast as you want them to call you back, but someone will definitely call you back. And I mean, I was going on interviews after interviews, week after week, and just nothing was working out. If I did find something, the job was too far away, or it was all this stuff. So I was feeling down. Of course, I started feeling really sad, and I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't have dropped out of school. Maybe, you know, school was the thing for me. Maybe I'm not going to find a job. Maybe I need to move back into the city and things like that. But I didn't give up. My mother actually told me, she was like, yeah, when you start feeling that way, usually when you start feeling like nothing is going to work out for you, that's kind of when God steps into your life, and he typically takes over the situation and handles it for you. But if you have that faith, if you know that even though people aren't calling you back, somebody will, if you trust in that, then you'll definitely get somewhere. And that's just a outlook thing. Having a positive outlook on life and having a positive outlook on your situation is the best thing you can do for yourself in any situation. But fast forwarding, maybe like a week ago, I got a call from an accessory store, one of my favorite accessory stores. And it was really, really crazy because I applied for the position like a month and a half ago, and I completely forgot about it. I thought they just moved on with other candidates and that they weren't hiring anymore. But come to find out, they called me. I went into the interview. Mind you, I already have a job as a server, which kind of just fell through. My cousin called me up and was like, yeah, the job is hiring. You want to come with me to fill out an application? I heard they're hiring on the spot. I'm like, yeah, sure. So I went with her, and I got that job, and I got hired on the spot, and I was working literally within like 3 days of me getting hired. I was working there on the floor, making my money as a server. So that's just kind of a situation of how that can pan out. But going back to the going back to, well, I guess I can say it. Yeah, Charmin Charlie's is where I got the job at. I didn't want to I just accidentally let it out. I didn't want to disclose that because I didn't want that to interfere with anything, but I definitely think it's completely fine to disclose the low, I don't think that's a problem at all. But yeah, so when I got the job there at Charmin Charlie's, I was very, very when I got the call from them, I should say, I was so excited, and I just knew how like this opportunity was for me. So I actually scheduled they asked me when did I want to come in for the interview, and I was like Friday, but it just so happened that I was working at the server job on Friday, and I was supposed to be at the server job at a specific time. I think I was supposed to be there at 4, and the interview started at 3, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna push it. I don't care, I'll be late to that job because accessories, fashion, styling, that's where I'm going right now. And why would God present me with the opportunity to work in a retail position and in an accessory position, styling position, if I want to be a stylist? So I thought that was just kind of trusting my struggle and knowing that what God has for me is for me. So if you can do anything, just really think about what I said and try to apply that to your life and your situation. And I think you will see that things will definitely start to work out for you and change for the better. So I am done rambling. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And if you have anyone who may be going through something, who may be struggling to get through something, or they just feel like things aren't working out, please share this video with them. I think words of encouragement and just speaking positively and continuing to share that energy with everyone is a great thing. So definitely share this video and comment below how you feel. Are you trusting in your struggle? Do you believe that's the way to go? Do you think that is helpful? Just let me know, because I love that connection that I make with you guys. So thank you, and I will see you guys very, very soon.